Hey guys, Crab Clown Jimmy here, and welcome back to Clown Town. Today, we're going to spend a lot of time working on this base here. We've got a lot of cobblestone and a lot of cement going, but we still have a lot of wood floors and a lot of wood walls and a lot of wood bars, so we have a lot of work to do on the base. Day 15 is going to be crazy. Last night, we found ourselves helping a guy named Quill over on his side of town, and things got really crazy. But now we are back home in Clown Town, here in the Crabicle, and I worked through the night and found a whole lot of extra resources and built a few more crafting stations. Let's go have a look at those right now. Alright, here we are back at our home. Let's check out all the new stuff we've got going on. Over here in the forge, I made a little bit of bullet casings and a little bit of bullet tips, because if you remember, we scored ourselves an AK-47 machine gun over on Quill's side of the neighborhood. So that's a really, really big deal. Anything in the campfire? Nope. We also came over here and made a lot more cement because I drilled a bunch of stone. Really, I shouldn't say drill. I used this level 4 iron pickaxe to hammer down all of these stones and then crushed a bunch of it into sand and made ourselves 800 pieces of concrete mix. I did that throughout the entirety of the night, and if you look way over there, you will see some stones that have really been whittled down to just a little nub there. Oh, there's a couple other things over here I wanted to show you as well. Right over here in the workbench, I even started making some ammo for the guns we do have, and I made us a chemistry station. This means that we can start cooking more things like gunpowder and some other things like that. I wonder where we should put it though. I may have to expand this base a little bit before we decide to put it anywhere. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a reminder as to what it looks like on the inside of the Crabicle here. So we have all of these concrete walls. Boop. We have all of these cobblestone walls, and of course we started on the floor. The spikes aren't really doing us any good. Oh, let's see, I added one more thing. Where's it at? Oh, it's a surprise. I'll show you on the other side of the wall over there. But we do have this guy right here who's going to be punching them as they come up the stairs. One thing we have to be mindful of. This hole they created on day 13 right here allows them roof access, which allows them to run over here and start beating down on me. I wonder if that's how they got over here that one time on that one episode. You see there's already some damage done over here. So we're going to upgrade this right here, and then we're going to start working with some of the cobble and some of the concrete to get this little place fortified as best we can. You know what? Let's go get started on that right now. All right, a little bit of a wandering party. All right, well, we're going to save our big ammo for the fight later. Let's go ahead and remind these guys how we do it over here in Clown Town. Jump punch. Ha! Get out of here, lady. No more cookies. Get out of here. Oh, ow. Oh, they actually broke my arm. Not going so hot. Well, nothing says you're a big fat noob quite like being beat up by a bunch of women in the middle of your own hometown. Let's get this guy on right here, because we are going to be doing a lot of repair work, and we have got to be able to use that heavy swing, and we take damage. You may know this. We actually take damage if you use the heavy swing while you have a broken wrist there. So let's get back to what we were doing here. We got a lot of work to do.
Yes, Crab. Upgrade with all the wood you can find. Take down the entire forest, but make sure you set some aside for the coffin at your funeral.
All right, so it looks like we need a little bit more cobblestone. That means we need to go dig up a little bit more clay so that we can mix it with the rocks we have left over, because we have plenty of concrete, I think, to get our goal accomplished. But we definitely need some more cobblestone before we get there. Let's go find us a good spot to get some dirt. There, that should be enough dirt for a little while. A little bit of clay soil right here. We've already got some cobblestone rocks moving. We've got a little bit more moving over here. Now, while those are cooking, we need to create a bigger footprint for our base. So I think I'm going to have to bust apart this wall right here and maybe bring it out to the wooden part, just so we can have enough room to put down our chemistry station, which will, of course, help us make glue and ammo and some other important things. Let's get started on that right now. Well, you know what? I take all that back. If it fits right here, I'm not doing all that crazy work. Here we go. Let me see it fit right. Get in the hole. Come on. All right, it didn't work. Okay, but I bet it will if I move this stuff right here. Let's see if we can get this stuff out the way. All right, now we have some more square footage in this tiny little death hole. Let's see if we can't get this thing in right. Yeah, it doesn't look good, but that's okay, I guess. Man, that really looks bad. I'm cool with it. Back to work. All right, well, we have just as much cobblestone as I think we need to have on this side. We really need to start doing the floor, and I'd like to come in here to the other side. Oh, it looks like we need to replace some of this as well. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I have a light right there, and on the other side of this wall, we have a generator and a switch. It gives us a little bit more light while we're fighting in this hole right here. It lets us see a little bit more of the carnage that's taking place there. Right now, let's get on the other side of the wall there and start upgrading some of this to concrete, because the birds are starting to get a little noisy as well, and we don't want them to surprise us with some headshots and stuff like that. So let's get started on that part.
And that concrete you're pouring, it's about as hard as your head. But no matter, you're about to find yourself between a rock and a hard place.
All right, so home base is starting to look a little bit better. It's still on a wooden footprint here, but we finally got it upgraded to tier 1 concrete. That door really needs to be removed there. I'm not really using that, and it seems to be a point of interest for the zombies when they come. I do need to get a roof on this thing. We have a little bit of time, and we have a little bit of resources while I'm letting that cobblestone craft in my pockets right now. It's really hard to get up to that spot now that we've blocked ourselves off from the other side. So I am using boxes to get up there, just as an FYI. Let's do a little bit of design right here with the rest of our day. See if we can't get a cool roof on this thing so that it is completely enclosed, maybe even a second story, so that we can use more of our space there. Maybe pick up some of these workbenches and stuff and get them on the second floor. I think we've got time. Let's do it. All right, I think we've really done all the building we're going to do for today. I do need to run around and get a little bit more stone, a little bit more dirt, and a little bit more wood, but I'm going to do all that stuff so you don't have to watch it. Right now, here is a quick once over of our home. We have upgraded the bottom 2 tiers to concrete, the 3rd tier to cobblestone, at least mostly, and the top tier to wood. So just first level wood there. On the inside, you can see where we are starting to cone up and maybe prepare for a second story. This way, when I come out here, I'll actually build it out over here a little bit so that we can have some platforms to work on. Maybe I'll consider connecting these two. I'm hesitant because if this is connected to this, then the zombies may see my home as a way to get to the base over here at the Crabicle. And if they start beating on this, trying to get to me over here, and they don't actually come through the house like I'd like them to, they could really pull down all I hold near and dear right here while never ever actually getting to me. And I don't have a really good shot from up there down here, so I don't want to create that much ruckus for myself, at least that much noise. So let's go get some resources. Oh, first, let me show you what's going on the inside in here. Here we are. all of these steps and all of these walls here have been upgraded to cobblestone. So that's really, really helpful. I've updated all of this wall over here to cobblestone as well, reminded myself to not shoot out the walls back there, and stopped them from going out this way. Hopefully, I probably need to put a block right there, to be honest, but they shouldn't go this way because that is cobblestone. Instead, they'll come right over here by the punch turret. And then they'll come right down the hallway like they always have been, and I can spend most of my time drinking beer and punching them right in the face from this spot right here now with added light fixtures. I'll probably throw some spikes in here just for good measure. When it does get full, they do tend to pile on top of each other, and those spikes will do a little bit of work for me. For now, let's go on the other side of that wall by using some frames to jump up the ladder there, and I'll show you how well we've done over here. All right, we're inside the Crabicle. Now, I did update these 2 blocks right here to 2nd tier concrete, really because we have so much to use. And here is our generator bank. So we just turned that guy on right there, and then we'll turn on, let's see if I can get it to show you here. There we go. Look at all the light that's in this room now while we're fighting. I think that's going to be really helpful. So we'll switch that off, and this sets us up to start setting up electrocution poles in here, electric fences rather, so that we can electrocute them and slow them down while they're on their way to us. I do need to go get some food and water. I do need to get some more resources, so we'll be back in just a minute to fight the Day 15 Horde. You ain't got nothing on me! Alright, Crab fam, they're gonna be here in just a minute. Let's wait for them to get here. One thing I wanted to do right quick before the zombies get here is spend these 2 skill points. Let's see what we need to be working on here. We always need more of the stamina that we have been using. Over here in Intellect, we probably need to start working on Advanced Engineering here so that we can begin working on electrical traps. Nice. All right, so we have both of those, and maybe in the night we can make some important things. Let's get ready. Oh man, that's the bell. And Spirit Clown hasn't been particularly active today. I just wonder how bad this horde's going to be. Oh, I already hear dogs. Oh, man, let's have a look out the back door here. All right, I imagine they're... Oh, whoa, a bird. Man, right out the gate. Gosh, he got me right in the face. Anybody over here yet? Nope, not yet. But we do need to go ahead and bring down our beer, which is going to make us a little bit blurry while we're fighting. But it'll help us a lot once they get up to close combat. Right now, we're about to use some bullets on them and let that punch turret do a little bit of work. Wow, as you can see, that punch turret is really working. He's not even turning. He's just one hit after another. Do you see that? Bam! 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 All right, looks like they're getting ready to break through this first hatch, which makes it a melee fight once they get here. For now, let's just keep softening them up. All right, it looks like they're making their way over here. Let's go ahead and pound down one of these beers right here, because it's about to get a little wild. Right, that's another level. Man, they just keep coming, and I know that punch turret back there is doing his homework, but these guys are just getting too close. I'm about to have to hit another beer so that I can one-shot a few of them and thin them out. All right, I don't see anyone banging on the house. Looks like they're all running around it, so that's good news. Right now, looks like the fight's coming straight to the door. All right, let's thin them out a little bit with the AK. Oh, it's not loaded. I forgot I put the rad remover mod in it. All right, that should be good enough to give us a respite. We've lost a little bit of life, and we have full stamina now. Let's see who's coming. Oh, you can see that some of their eyes are glowing like this one right here on the right. That means we're getting ferals now. I imagine we've been getting ferals for the last couple of nights. Man, they are really knocking me out here. But you can actually see them up close now that we have the lights on. That tells you that, oh, I've got an abrasion. Come on. That tells you that the hordes are really starting to pick up, and I have to be a lot smarter about the way I do this. Let's thin these guys out with the AK. Is that it? All right, guys, I think that's it. They didn't even get through the barrier I had right here, but we have a lot of loot bags. I'm going to go check our loot downstairs to make sure that we don't have any eye candy, and let's see what we can get out of those loot bags, and let's go assess the damage right quick. So we definitely don't have any loot candy, which is really a shame because I bet there's 10 or 12 loot bags upstairs, and I don't see any new holes into the building, just the regular shaped ones that we've seen the last several episodes here, including the one that comes directly in from this side. So let's run upstairs and see if there's any additional damage done. It doesn't look like that there is. They haven't really worked on this wall right here, right? Yeah, no damage taken over here. Definitely some on the floor. Well, this guy was probably doing a lot of it, and all the stuff that we did in here. Of course, a lot of damage being taken in here, but still, this was only halfway down. So we've really got a good rhythm here. Other than me standing too close and actually getting punched and hit by the zombies, this is really working well. So let's have a quick look inside of these loot bags and see what we found. This is good news, Crab Fan. We got a lot of winning stuff. Check it out. We finally have our double barrel shotgun. That is so great. Now, while we're fighting right here, this is going to work even better than the AK because it has a much wider spread, and we even have a couple of mods for it over in our home base there. So we will definitely grab that and add those into this tonight while we're off camera, and we will get this thing ready for the day 16 horde, which I think is going to be really, really great. What's also helpful is that we finally got ourselves an iron tool, an iron fire axe for cutting down trees. Of course, we got a bunch of old cash that we're going to sell, and let's see if this helmet's better than anything I'm wearing. No, the SWAT helmet is definitely going to be better. And while the iron chest armor is normally better, we have top tier scrap chest armor. And so I'm going to hold off on these two until we have something better to replace them with. Of course, a little bit of money and then a little bit of money to sell for money. And guys, here we are. We did it. We finally got through day 15. Now, a quick update on this series. Clowntown plans to run all the way to day 20 so long as that stupid spirit clown doesn't screw it up before then. But until then, we're going to keep upgrading this, venturing outside of Clowntown to do a little bit of looting and pulling together our resources to make sure we can get this all the way to day 20. I have another really cool series showing up right after this one is completed, and hopefully by then, Alpha 20 will be out. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I'm really enjoying getting to know you in the Discord and in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter so that we can connect there as well. For now, stick around for more Clowntown, and we'll see you at the top of day 16.